Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Poxal and today we're going to be doing my very first review type video ever. And it's going to be on none other than the hit series Burn the Witch. You may have heard that name before but not quite realize what it is. Burn the Witch is basically a one-shot that was written by none other than the author of Bleach, Tite Kubo. And although I haven't officially stated anything on Twitter, I am genuinely a massive Bleach fan, and when I heard Tite Kubo was making a new universe, I was excited. And after coming into the movie pretty much blind, I can honestly say that I was impressed. The series looks aesthetically beautiful, and excluding my two criticisms, is actually basically a perfect film. In fact, I'm going to get into my two issues with the series right now, and then we're going to get into what I like about the show and why I genuinely think it's the greatest thing to come out in 2020. Overall, as I said before, I actually have very few criticisms of the show. My main criticism was its length. As the manga is only 5 chapters long, they adapted everything they had into the 3 episodes. But because it's only 5 chapters, we don't get deep into any one character. However, with what was shown, the characters are actually genuinely interesting, and I don't know why, but just in simply 5 chapters, I'm in love with this show. And the fact that I brought up the characters actually brings me to my second criticism. There was a certain character that was used for comic relief that I slightly found annoying. His name was Balgo or Balgo, and he was there for the majority of the 3 episodes. Although I can't critically say this hurt the series, on a personal level it did affect my enjoyment only a little. However, even though he was a little annoying, he was actually used really well when it came to the show. Especially when it came to the 2 main characters, Noelle and Nini, and how they used him to kind of show us where Noelle and Nini's morals truly lie. Anyway, enough with the criticism, allow me to tell you what the show is actually about, and then we're going to get into why I love this show so much. Burn the Witch is a show where historically 72% of all deaths in London are because of dragons, and how witches use this magical system to defeat them, and to protect mankind, and also dragons from each other. That is actually a very short rundown about what it's about, but I don't want to spoil too much. Anyway, time to tell you guys why I love this show that I literally only watched a few hours ago. The show has some distinct art style. It's honestly aesthetically pleasing to look at, and it feels so different from a normal anime. It has some really cool designs from the dragons, and especially the characters. I mean, Nini's design alone looks so cool, but to be honest, I expected nothing less from Kubo. He has always been an amazing character artist, being able to come up with some of the coolest designs, and not only that, he created a really intriguing world. Not once, but twice. And the plot setup for Burn the Witch is actually genuinely interesting. The story is short so far, but it somehow made me fall in love with the artwork, the animation, and even the characters so quickly. I mean, take a look at how this one character named Bruno, he summons his lightning dragon, and it genuinely looks so cool with the amazing animation that's involved. On the topic of Bruno, his abilities and the power system in Burn the Witch is so unique and interesting. Although it wasn't explained too much yet, we do see multiple types of spells and spell users. For example, we see some form of summoning circle on the dragon's wing that brings forth a small monster. And we also see the witches cast spells in unique ways, using this strange tool called a witch kit. Keep in mind this is most likely referencing Kido from Bleach, but adding some flavor to it. For example, like Kido, they have to speak a spell number and then name the spell, but unlike it, for some of the spells, they do have to do something special, like blow on their instrument or use it in some weird way. On the topic of referencing Bleach though, this show does that quite a few times, but not to the point where you need to watch Bleach to understand the show. The witches do seem to be fairly strong. They have several unique abilities. The first is a simple understanding of magic in the world, and they also have a dragon that they can ride. It's like a mini non-combat dragon though for the novices like the main characters Noelle and Nini. The show also immediately shows us that the main characters have a lot of depth. In the first episode, they appear to be driven by money and these fame point things, but by episode 2 and 3, we realize that they actually do care about protecting innocent humans, and they do refuse to stand by and let someone kill an innocent man. The pacing of the movie was also one of the best parts. It was quick, but it wasn't too quick. It was perfect. While the comic relief side of things was lacking and usually somewhat mid at best, there was some funny comic relief scenes. Overall, I'd give this movie a 9 out of 10, only because I know more is coming out. Between the stellar animation, beautiful and intriguing story, and the enticing world that I'm excited to learn more about, after all, it revealed just enough to intrigue me into the world about the power system and how Reverse London truly works. The characters are also great and even have an instant good theme presented, about how fairy tales are nothing like the real world, and how magic doesn't last forever. I loved this movie and truly would recommend it to literally anyone who watches anime. It was just genuinely good with just such a unique style. But before we end this video, I do want to give a quick update on the continuation of Burn the Witch. From what I've read based on this article, the manga has been confirmed for a season 2, however the anime has not yet. But I will be reading the manga really soon because I genuinely enjoyed it. Anyway, if you guys are a fan of anime or Tite Kubo, I have many more Bleach and potentially Burn the Witch videos planned in the future, so consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon for more content on this subject. Anyway, I do want to give a shout out to my friend Logan who made the thumbnail for this video. Anyway, I do want to make more content on Burn the Witch as I genuinely enjoyed it a lot. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video and I hope you have a fantastic day.